intro who it is. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of NevaeH Shattered Memories. This is episode 10 of no less than 30 episodes. So we're maybe one third of the way through. I guess we were just discussing that. So I don't know. Say hi, players.
Hi,
Hi,
Blair.
Blaze.
I'm like,
Hello
let me
there,
not
players.
ramble. Let me cut to it. Also, Scarecrow didn't say hi. I heard that. Yeah, no, just kidding. You don't have to. It's fine. You waved. I saw you. I'm very hyped because this is going to be a very, very fun episode. But we can't get into it without first asking what happened last episode.
The blood woman told us to go find all
What
the
happened
relics.
last episode from the beginning? Every
I
time.
was gonna say, why do we always start at the end?
We showed up.
We entered into the town and the spellcasters went off in one direction and the blades went off in another direction because one of them was starting to pass out because he got a really cool sword with some strange side effects. And then when they got there, they were poor, so they couldn't go into there. Anyways, while they were figuring out what to do with no money, the spellcasters found this really cool shop and haggled, but also kind of lied. But that was Beatrix.
What do you mean I kind of lied? I traded my shard.
You milked it. You milked it.
She
He was
traded
offering-
a shard from a Nirabala, an Eldritch artifact,
And then I believe
for two
Yeah.
spell focuses that
Yeah.
were worth like 500 gold each.
I spent all my money.
So B
on
and
one
Hattie
ring.
have new. Yeah, you spent all of it on one ring and some info.
Yes.
For you.
I-
You owe me
I
5
still
gold.
owe you 5 gold. Yes.
Yep.
Well, and then immediately your spell focus shattered. Ray tried to rob a tavern.
And got weird vibes.
Big weird
Got weird.
vibes.
Big weird
Mm.
vibes.
Yeah,
But
that didn't
those,
work.
those weird vibes did come into play later
Wasn't
on.
it a prince or something?
A king. Yeah, a king.
A kingly fellow.
Yeah, it was the king.
Morrow watched over Olafir for a while.
Mhm.
But all
Big
three of them were
sleeping.
getting super weird vibes. Yeah, like a little baby. Baby Ollie. They were all three getting
That's
really
fine.
weird vibes, and they were like, we need to go find Team Magic and go. It's weird here. We got to get. Just before
And
they
then
found
right
us
on
in
time.
the street, we found Melanie, Alice's bloody sister.
Mhm.
Literally, she does blood magic. She was controlling the whole town. It was very scary. Wow, glad we didn't fight her. She's crazy for one.
Well,
And for
I
two,
mean,
she definitely.
she's a woman that knows what she wants. Is that really crazy?
Well, she
That's
kind
not the
of
crazy part.
she asked us to go find shards or relics and commit suicide to prevent her mother from rewriting reality by combining them in some forge.
Yeah, no, the crazy part's definitely her using towns as puppets.
Yeah, she was doing a
That's
special
the-
experiment.
Yeah, that's when it gets kind of not super chill.
Had a
Not
culty.
anymore.
A little culty,
Silence.
yeah, for sure.
I
You would
haven't
know today.
seen the asylum yet.
But yeah, she then killed the entire town because it was too loud, and so she conducted a symphony of screams, and then they died. And after we finished talking to her, and we agreed that we would, quote unquote, agreed. Marley thinks it's a suicide pact. It's not. We agreed to get and destroy the relics.
You can't lie to a woman like
she-
that.
You can't. Well, okay. Sure.
You don't have her blood in you, now do you?
Oh, yeah, Marley made a
Oh,
blood
yeah.
pact with her.
That's
So we
right.
can
Oh,
she can find us again. I forgot about that.
forgot
Oh,
about that.
yes.
That's creepy.
Shit, we're screwed. We can't do any shiesty shit.
Big uncomfy with that
But
one.
then she
And-
transported us to the umbral plane, and these people are a lot nicer and not being controlled by her. And then she disappeared by turning into a moving puddle of blood and in the
Also-
dirt.
You said sister, it's daughter?
No, Alice's sister.
Yeah, it's
Halo's daughter.
Halo's daughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie has
Oh
a
no, I've
talking
got this whole
sword.
lineage thing worked the fuck
Oh, yes.
out.
Ollie does have a talking sword.
Mm-hmm. It talks to him. It is the Nirabala, the Eldritch relic.
And it is very testy.
It's very soulbound to me, and he's kind of a little butthead right now, but it's okay. We're going to become best friends because, obviously.
Keep gaslighting yourself.
And don't forget, Adriana
He's
and
manifesting.
Beatrix, your new rings have to be attuned, have to be enchanted somehow. You don't have
They
enchantments.
need to be
on them anymore.
enchanted. They don't need to be attuned. Your sword does need to be attuned.
Yes. Just notes for everyone, not a character.
And that's what you
This
missed
last
last
week
time
on
on Dragon Ball Z. Come on.
All right. If you haven't already, please check us out on our socials, because that's a thing.
We have so many.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us in Discord.
Yeah, come hang out with us in the Discord.
We have fun.
Tomorrow, for those of you who are not watching the whole stream, tomorrow we'll be doing our fatigue plays. We should have some fun Final Fantasy content, a dungeon and a raid, depending on where everybody ends up. But looking forward to that. That could be a lot of fun. But that's tomorrow's news. Tonight, episode 10 begins. Are you ready, players?
Oh.
Woo!
As ready as I'm going to be.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Shakedowns.
Wait. Almost.
I'm doing a volume check. Aha.
Now I'm ready.
Nice. You got the dice out.
Good.
All right.
My dice. I might need dice.
The innkeeper has walked off after pointing y'all in the direction of the inn and mentioning his daughter Cheyenne. The town is still lively, though it is getting late into the evening and some of the shops have closed. What would y'all like to do?
Can I check to see if there's any weapon shops that are open right now?
Yeah, you can see a weapon shop kind of down, let's say, in the direction of the inn, but still in the town square. That is still open. And Marley, you have a question?
Marley would like to head to the magic shop this version of reality has.
Okay.
oh, I would like to go with Marley because I want to see if this one can imbue my spell focus with.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Okay.
Hold on. Did Ollie say that? Ollie, did you say you were already walking off?
I was about to, but I was going to actually turn to you and kind of let you know, like, hey, I know I have this cool ass magical sword, but I also have a halberd and some gauntlets that were kind of important to me as I pull out like the crumpled pieces of them. I'm like, that aren't really the best right now, so I kind of want to see if I can get these fixed before we do anything.
Well, coincidentally enough, I am also down one weapon.
You want to go weapon shopping together? And he kind of gets like super excited. Oh my god.
Raven's gonna look at him and say no, and she's gonna walk forward and past him, but then she's gonna stop and turn and say, "Are you coming?"
Or we're gonna go get sharp weapons, and I'm gonna run after.
Don't get
Sarah would
stabbed
also
while you're
like to
out.
go to
We separate the party in the first 5 minutes of the next.
That's what we
What
did
is,
last episode.
What is Mara doing?
I was gonna also go to the weapon shop.
Yay!
I guess I'm going
Marley-
Team Magic.
Yeah, Marley's heading, and she's kind of like trotting after. She hasn't gone very far. And she looks back at Adriana, and she's like, "Do you want to go and find something for that ring, then?"
We'll see what they have to offer. Yeah.
Come on. Also, how strong are you?
When you say strong, you mean like, do I have muscles? Or
I mean, is your back not broken? Judging by the hair, I don't want to make assumptions.
My back's fine.
All right, I'm gonna roll a dexterity and try and climb on you.
I will not resist.
Addie, you're used to this.
Dang, it's not my lucky day. 11.
Can I
There's
try
no
to help?
resistance, so
Oyster?
there's no resistance, so you can climb up with the 11.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, I'm on your shoulders.
You could have just asked for a ride. Like,
I don't know how common this is for you. So if I did it
just
abruptly,
kind of gestures at B.
Marley, she's like my sister, and I'm just gonna lock elbows with Addie.
well, not elbows, because
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to her elbow. Actually, she's like, "Dang it."
okay, to the shop.
Anyways, to the shop.
Let's check in on the weapon shop first. You guys get there, and there's like a rack of weapons that's outside that's almost empty. And a kid comes out, and he starts grabbing some more, and then he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, welcome to Weapons and Wonders. Did you guys want something?"
I wanted to see, yes, weapons, of course, but wanted to see if you guys had any possible way to repair weapons as well.
And he goes, "You'd have to go to the blacksmith for that."
Oh, can you point me in the nearest direction of the blacksmith then?
And he goes, "Well, the blacksmith usually works out back, but they're kind of already gone for the night."
Darn. Okay. Well, no worries. Well, then, I guess I'll just act as bodyguard for her. And then I kind of hold out my hand to bring out the sword.
The sword draws itself.
I really got to figure out how to use this thing, man. This is
Oh,
interesting.
well, maybe talk to someone that specializes in magical weaponry. I don't know. And she's gonna approach the young man. I'm looking for a long sword, like this one, and she's going to manifest her soul blade, the one she has left.
He's looking at it, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he sees like the energy and stuff. And he goes, "I don't have any one that glows like that, but we've got some non-magical swords."
That'll do just fine. How much?
And he goes, How much what?"
Oh, that's right. They said they don't do that here. What would you like for it?
Well, it's not often people come looking for one of the bigger swords. So, can you help me take the trash out?
She's gonna look back towards these two guys. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll help with that or anything else you need if you guys have an extra halberd laying around.
He goes, "Not sure, but I'll check in the back."
Awesome.
Where's the
As I
trash?
kind of start like just gathering the trash around for him, I'm like loading up the bags on my shoulders. I'm like, I got you. Don't
He
worry.
goes,
This one's on.
that's not the trash. I can carry that." And then he
Oh.
looks over to her and he goes, "And you, mister?"
Looking for a single-edged longsword.
He goes, "2 long swords. That's twice the trash."
I think we can handle it.
He goes, "Perfect, come on in." Inside of his shop, in the frontmost part of the shop, there's lots of weapons that are on the walls, and they're nice and ordained. And then towards the back, where the countertop would be, there's just a pile of scrap metal. And it's taller than...
Made you some content.
Hey, thank you for the raid! It's Adventuring 101, I love the name. Welcome, welcome,
Love
welcome.
that.
Here comes
Hello there.
For him.
I was like, hold on a second.
I have one.
That name seems familiar.
Oh, and we got a
Crow.
subscription. Crow, no hesitation.
Darn.
It is good to have you guys here. Welcome to Roll for Trauma, where D&D gets real. If you're sticking around for this episode, content warning, D&D is gonna get real, real emotional, real fast. But aside from that, glad to have you guys.
Not our fault.
Oh.
Let's see. I need to roll a dice because everyone just subscribed. Also, thank you guys for the follows. We appreciate the love and support. Check out our socials if you want to join in on the Discord, where you guys can see everything that's going on. Sorry, thank you for following, and Miss Adventuring 101, thank you for following. It's good to have you out there. Let's get that dice roll. You can't decide who it's going to because it is a dice roll from one of our players. So whenever somebody subscribes or donates 500 bits, we do a d20 roll to see what dramatic shit's going to happen. Because there's weird magic in this homebrew campaign. But
Yeah,
because one of the players did it, I get to roll a d6 and decide who it's going to, which is number 2, Beatrix.
What did I do to you?
Damn it. Team Boom always be getting this shit.
Always us. Please don't let it be trauma.
Wait, what was our team name?
We'll find
Team
out.
Boom.
We'll find out. I'm gonna roll it right now, and
Yikes.
that's a 19. That was very close to a 1.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Very close to a 1. That would have been great right at the beginning.
No, it wouldn't have. That would have been sad.
Oh, this one's fun. This is not good for y'all. Oh, okay.
Oh, of
Wait,
course
for
it's
y'all or
not.
for her?
Huh?
Don't say y'all like this is a collective. It's for her.
No,
Bad
it's not
dog.
good for any of you. 19 hit
Yeah.
affects the group. Okay, hang
Fuck.
on.
God damn it, Crow.
Hang on.
Hell, where are
Hang
you?
on. What? You're changing the music.
No, I remember what this
I
was.
swear to God.
Oh.
We didn't even get 5 minutes into the
You did not. As you guys walk into the shop and as the other 3 start to peer over towards the left side of the town square where the magic shop is, a wave of energy hits you and your vision gets glitchy and fuzzy and weird before you are forcibly switched back to astral.
No.
Okay, hold on. 1 second.
Now, is it just the magic?
so sorry.
Or is it all of us?
All of you.
I'm so
Damn it.
sorry.
You've all been forcibly put back into the astral version of this town where everyone
Is dead.
is dead.
No.
Blood
Oh,
exploded.
we can go
Hey,
rob the
Like, not
we
just
can go take all the shit.
Yes, but only
You guys are
if we are alone.
And you're
Yes.
not alone because there is a part 2 to the 19 dice roll.
Not part 2.
Yep, there's
Oh,
there's
no.
definitely
Yeah,
a part 2
that'll
to
be
it.
the encounter,
We
right?
haven't even actively played for 5 minutes yet. What's going on?
Now,
Okay.
it says an encounter will take place that may be combative.
Oh.
Everything.
Well, if
in
it
this
shows
town.
up for Team Boom, we have a chance that it won't.
Oh no! Y'all are still in the square. Y'all didn't make it into the shop. Those of you who did can also feel the change and the cold.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, what's happening?
Standing right before you guys is that same little boy who was helping you with the weapons. His body dismembered and his puddle of blood frozen solid. There is a loud roar from the square center and a wave of ice spreads out. Y'all have 1 round to consider your surprise round before you are in combat. Something is hunting you.
Oh, freak, dude.
Okay.
Marrow's gonna look for one of those single-edged long swords from around inside the building.
There is a single-edged longsword that is there. It's on the wall. It's not like screwed in or anything, so you can dismount it off of its plate.
He's definitely gonna take it.
All right. Ray hears this commotion going on, sees Meryl looting the store, and decides to do the same. She's going to grab a longsword for herself as well.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Animate the Dead and roll a d4 for how many undead I just summoned from the ground.
Okay, go for it. And yes, what are you doing, Onyx?
I'm curious where magic people are right now because I'm trying to figure out what I'm
Magic
doing
people.
because I know.
So their shop was a little bit further away. It's still all within that same town square, but they are still in the town square, just close to the magic shop.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to map.
Oh, shit, I guess I'm gonna, go into rage. Fuck it, at this point. I can't really do anything about that, but I'm gonna manifest my Eldritch, relic sword. I'm gonna call him Carl for right now.
Okay. So I would like. So there's dead bodies everywhere, right?
Yes.
I would like. No, it's an illusion magic. I'm not sure if I can do this. Wait a moment. Sorry.
Marley's also going to pull out her sides and turn to face the center.
Addie is going to aggressively look around for whatever is hunting us. Would that be a perception roll?
No. You won't have to roll a perception.
I can just find it?
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
You won't have to roll a perception. This thing is just across the square, staring at the three of you who are the only living things outside.
Okay. It's across the square. None of our teammates are nearby, right?
No.
I want to hit it with fireball.
Damn.
You said I had you said like nobody's around it right now. I can't hurt everybody. So
All right. We're doing this.
Mara will have a
That's
question.
a fuck off, monster.
Yeah.
Mara,
I was going to say Mara. Yeah.
Ooh.
The durability of the weapons that Ray and I just picked up
Are both 10.
was my question. 10?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say that I
Thank you.
subscribed.
No, your subscription didn't show up.
Weird, because I just shared my.
You have to click the thing in your message to let them know that you're subscribing. It's an option.
Mm.
Okay.
There it is.
You guys stop.
Y'all are like, get
thank
another
you so
19,
much
get
for
another
being
19.
supportive, but like,
We're trying to use the
no.
God D20 to get our way out of this. I see what's happening.
All
I'm
we're
about
about
to
to do
hit
is
it
get
with-
shafted right now.
I'm about to hit it with a fireball.
I'm so
You know
sorry.
what?
I gotta roll
Wait.
those dice.
Can I use the 9,000?
The
Or
9,000.
is-
Um,
Can
Bill.
I give us advantage, or is that cheating?
No, you're allowed to. But put your mic a little bit closer though, please.
you can use the advantage for these rolls too.
What do you mean by these rolls?
For like the sub rolls or the
Give us advantage in our next rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the next 5
okay.
Caffrey
minutes.
has redeemed give them advantage. For the next 5 minutes, you guys will have advantage. 5 minutes in game, not IRL.
Okay.
Alright, so
Cool.
2 more people subscribed. I'm gonna roll the D6 to see who it's going to because that was Colonics. The first one is 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 going to Ollie, and the second roll is 5, which is going to Raven.
At least it's an equal opportunity fucking.
Oh, it's a
yeah.
20.
Like, now you guys.
Congratulations,
got it.
Ollie. You got a 20. And the second
Oh, thank
roll
God.
is a 6. You might be able to erase the 6. Let's see what it is first.
Or he could put us back in the umbral.
Raven, you become invisible for the next minute. During that time, other creatures can't hear you, and the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell.
Perfect.
Ollie, you got Destiny decided. A single decision in this episode can be changed for the better or for worse by the chosen player. The effects will become clear immediately to all characters everywhere.
Oh.
Mm.
The decision.
It's a decision, not an effect. The effect just happened.
Hmm. How selfish do I want to be right now? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm gonna actually erase the effect of that 19 so that we're actually still in the umbral. Because I really need to get some shit going on.
You're gonna change my decision to have the creature and everything show up, and you guys have gone to the umbral or to the astral.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to the astral.
You could retcon.
Yeah, it's a cool dice roll that lets you guys retcon one
Yeah.
thing.
You absolute fool. I'm going to ruin you.
We're gonna regret
No
that.
weapons for y'all.
I was going to loot the
Reverse my
entire
decision
town,
to
Ollie.
subscribe.
We were gonna get so much money, though.
I
Hey.
agree, though. I
I
agree.
was about to run
That's
straight to the tavern.
crazy because I was
You probably
actually
just
looking
saved
out for
all our
your
lives.
well-being. But that's fine. It's okay. Next time, I'll make sure that I eat 2 loaves of bread instead of 1 for breakfast, and I'll change that. Okay?
You could have just changed what the creature was.
No.
You are
No,
all
this is great.
as you guys are all gearing up and ready for battle, as soon as you go into rage, something weird happens and triggers your soul art to manifest a sudden change that ripples outwards. Before all of you know it, it's almost as if you were never transported to begin with. You feel your body's being pulled back into the umbral as if you were always there, walking to your destinations. The kid in the shop turns and looks at you guys and goes, "That's the trash." And on the Magic Cube shop, the door is closing, and the man that helped you on the astral side is locking the shop before he turns and says, "Oh, hello."
Oh, are you closing?
Yeah, it's getting late, and I'd like to get home. Was there anything in particular you guys were looking for I could help you with quickly?
I was looking for a pair for this, and I kind of hold up the trinket.
He goes, you probably want to go to a jeweler for that.
It has a weird energy to it that I feel like would be remedied with magic.
He goes, well, those types of repairs aren't really my forte, but if you come back in the morning, you can see what can be done.
Sure, no problem. They also had a question, if you don't mind, before you go home.
He goes, looks to you all. Go on.
Where is a warlock or mage or somebody who could enchant things?
He goes, well, at this time of the hour, most people are turning in. It's not safe to be out, especially late. Couldn't quite tell you where they live. The enchanter usually works on the back ends of the town, where if magic goes awry, everything's fine and eventide.
Okay, thank you for the information, sir.
And you, he looks at Adriana.
Oh, I was also wondering about an enchantment, but we can work that out in the morning.
He goes, all right, well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I didn't catch your names. My apologies.
Marley pats Adriana's head on top of her and goes, "I'm Marley, and this is Adriana, and that's B." And she stretches her arm down.
He smiles and goes, well met. You all do take care now.
What was your name, sir?
Okay.
Oh, Joseph.
No. Okay, nice to meet you as well. I apologize. I didn't catch it the first time.
See you in the morning.
He smiles and kind of like draws his hood and just heads out.
We should probably head back to the inn. We didn't ask him why it's not safe to be out at night, if it's a superstition or if something's up here at night.
We don't have any.
And they don't do money here, remember?
Oh, that's
They
right.
told us that.
Scratch backs. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we could probably use a good rest anyways. Get a meal, get a nap, a good sleep, and I've already started walking back towards.
Oh
the
yeah,
inn.
yeah. I'm following. Well, I'm holding your arm, so I'm moving with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
check
not
back
getting a
in-
choice. We're going.
I'll check back in with the sword people. I don't know what y'all are calling each other when you split up, but
We would like to affectionately be
Stab.
named T-Stab. Thank you.
Team Stab. Alright. Scarecrow's like, what?
This is
all
not a
use sharpened
democracy.
pointies.
I mean, I was going to recommend Team Mutilate, but Team Staff has a nicer ring to it.
Yeah, that's nicer. Okay, so Ray's gonna look over. She's looking at this giant mound of scrap metal and stuff, and she looks over her shoulder at Ollie and Morrow, and she goes, "Ollie, how are you feeling?"
I mean, slightly groggy. I feel like that nap wasn't that good, but otherwise, I mean, okay-ish.
All right,
Still
well,
feel kind of weird.
let's get to work. Where does this stuff go? And she's looking at the little boy, young man, whatever it was.
The man looks at you. The boy looks at you, and he goes, there is a heap that we take this all to. That is then smelted down into other stuff to help support the town. Oh, you can just grab it and toss it that way.
Okay, how far is the heap?
It's not far from where you guys are. It's like 2 blocks down.
All right. Raven's gonna look behind her. Well, shall we?
Me?
Arrow's just gonna grab a giant handful of metal and look towards the door.
Onward.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a giant armful, and I'm gonna kind of look at my sword. I'm like, do you think you could do anything to help me kind of like put this pile down so I could be more efficient?
The sword scoffs at you, and then there's no further response. The boy looks at you guys go, and he goes, "I'll give you your sword and your weight in metal carried. Bye."
Raven is not going with them. She watches them leave and kind of leans over and she's looking at this kid and she's like, "So I'm guessing you have a lot of weapons coming in and out, people trying to sell stuff?"
No, not really.
Really?
No, this is kind of a sanctuary-like vacation-y town, so not too many warriors pass by.
Well, what's the coolest weapon you've ever seen?
One time, I saw an orb that was also a square.
An orb that was a square. That sounds impossible.
Right? That's what I thought, and yet I couldn't get it.
Why couldn't you get it?
They said that it had magic that I couldn't possibly fathom.
Well, that's insane. Of course you could fathom any kind of magic.
I know my limits.
Where do you think they were going?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Do you remember what they looked like?
This was, he started like counting on his fingers, 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's kind of a long time to remember something, huh?
Which sword did you want?
Well, I'm just looking for a longsword, but that's because I can turn any weapon into magic.
He smiles and goes, I saw.
Pretty nifty trick, if you ask me. You see, that's why I want a special one. Gotta have a very, very special sword to turn into magic.
He goes, well, I don't have any special ones here. I'm sorry.
That's okay. A longsword will do just fine.
He kind of perks up and like grabs like his ladder and starts heading to the wall where like there's like a plethora of different swords. And he like pulls a long sword off the wall and he goes, will this one do?
Beautiful. It'll work great.
He goes, okay. As soon as your friends get back. Speaking of friends, what are y'all two up to as you're walking 2 blocks away?
You do realize that we got swindled into doing this, right?
What do you mean we? I got a sword.
Yeah, but it was a group effort, and last time I checked,
I appreciate your help.
Touche. Hey, question. You're really adept with sword fighting and things like that, with the whole gladiator background you have. How does one deal with a sword like this and kind of manifest it out again?
The sword do manifest.
The sword be manifesting.
Arrow's just gonna kind of turn his head to the side and say, I've never seen like anything like that before, and I'm a Fae. I don't know what to tell you. I've seen all kinds of crazy weapons. I've seen things that come out of people, but I've never seen anything like that.
Want to fight me? Simply in the sense of like, alright, nothing like crazy, like, oh, I'm trying to attack you or anything, but just kind of have to test it out anyway. And I figured the only other person that's adept in swordplay would probably be you, because I'm afraid that I might accidentally kill Raven. I'm kind of big and I swing kind of hard, and the only person I really think would be able to actually keep up be you. Just saying. Plus, I mean, there's no one out right now. We're just carrying a bunch of scrap metal. Who's gonna really be harmed by that, right?
Marrow's gonna look down at your wounds still and say, "Yeah, I'm not fighting you, but I guess we could spar after we drop off the medal. If you hit me with that thing, I'm probably gonna hit you back, though."
I mean, that's usually how sparring goes. It's not one-sided.
No,
You're not a...
you also have to understand that that sword is Eldritch and I'm Fae. I don't know what that's gonna do to me. It might not do anything, but like, I'm not sure.
We'll figure it out. I'm gonna kind of pick up
I
my
have
pace a
two
little bit.
swords.
Okay, I'm gonna like pick up my pace and then go to this pile, and I'm gonna roll a perception check just to kind of get an idea of like what's going on inside of this giant heap
No
of
problem.
stuff in
Well,
this
yeah,
area.
cool. Would you mind turning your camera off and on? I thought I
Yeah.
was tripping, but it's definitely glitching.
That is a 14.
Okay, welcome back. It is steady, like you're not freezing. There's just a weird glitch that keeps showing up.
No, my camera's been messing up the last couple days.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna get a new one.
There's a ghost.
The heap has a lot of different people that are kind of just throwing their scraps of Lord knows what. It's not just metal, but you can see wood, you can see expired food, glass. It's all kind of its own recycling slash waste field. That's just right outside the town. But it's well kept, and there are some people there that are seem to be night shift type workers where they've got clothes on to protect themselves against like a nighttime climate, and they're all armed, and they are just taking the different materials and putting them into oversized furnaces that are kind of lined up, and just kind of shoveling it in and piling it in and tossing in big pieces. Some of them have hatchets and are cutting down big pieces of wood into smaller pieces and then shoveling it in. Just whatever they can to try to reduce the pile as the pile is big. There's also definitely someone staring at you.
Do I see this person staring at me?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Like at most you can like shadowy presence, and if you would go to look towards it, it wouldn't be there. You only caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna walk with my pile towards the nearest worker, and I'm like, "Hi, where do we place this?
Just
Or
leave
we're
it there,
new in
buddy.
town." Oh,
Points to
all
the
right.
metal pile.
Oh, thank you very much. And I kind of walk over and place it down ever so gently. Busy night for you guys?
Ugh. And it just keeps working.
Right. Awesome. Okay, cool.
Mira's also gonna put his pile down.
Okay, well, you guys be safe and don't accidentally fall into the piles you're incinerating.
There's like no response.
Okay. I'm gonna just start walking back towards that way, but I'm gonna kind of look around the area one more time to see if I acknowledge that weird presence that was watching me not too long ago.
You rolling, or are you just asking?
No, I'm rolling. My bad. Sorry,
I'm also gonna roll.
Wired. I got excited. 13 this time.
14 plus 5, 19.
Neither of you can sense that presence anymore. You guys walking back?
And I kind of look at Mero, just giving kind of a, and then start heading back towards Raven.
Let's check on the magic people.
King boom.
Y'all are back in the square.
Ooh, back in the square, not towards the tavern?
Yeah. We're
Heading
not there.
towards the inn. It's not a tavern. It's an inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a Pizza Hut Taco Bell situation?
No.
Okay.
So we're probably going to have to do some chores to get food, a drink, and a room.
I mean,
Since when have you ever been averse to doing hard work?
Oh, no, I don't have. I was just, just setting the expectations.
did you not used to do chores growing up?
No, I did chores, but I did a lot of exploring too.
Sounds like you weren't around for too many chores.
Well, I mean, I was kind of a daddy's girl, so.
That explains a lot.
But I know you've always managed since you got grown and shit.
Yeah, I can take care of myself.
I mean,
and do
how else
chores.
is your kid gonna find out how to do chores? Your mother?
Right.
What about your mother, Adriana?
That was. That's an interesting question. Thank God the witch is dead. And then she just keeps walking. Like
She just kind of like taps idly and is like, okay. Like on the top of your head.
Yep.
You guys successfully make it to the inn.
All right.
Um,
I'm going
Can I try to talk to them? You guys always talk to them.
Okay, go ahead.
Talk to them.
Do you see him?
Well, I mean, she's technically the taller one. It's less effort for them to see her. I guess she could talk to them.
She just kind of shuffles her shoulders. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna scurry up to the who I'm assuming is like the innkeep.
Yes, it's a girl
Right.
named Cheyenne.
Hi, Cheyenne. We know her name, Cheyenne, right? She already told us this.
No, you've never met her.
Okay. Hi. I was wondering if me and my friends here, actually, we have 3 more, but they're off wandering. If I could get a room for us and food and maybe a round of drinks, I obviously am willing to do chores or what need be to.
She looks at you and very quietly responds, "Is it your fault that I'm dead?" She looks at you confused and she goes, "Where would you like to rest your head? We have the twin rooms and then we've got the suites and the double queens. Do you have a preference?"
I'm gagged.
Queens would be great,
2
actually.
suites? Yeah, 2 suites. Yeah.
So, all right, I'll set that up. For the suites, we do request that you help with cooking food in the morning for the patrons. Is that all right?
I will do my best.
I make a mean biscuit.
I'll keep her. Someone can keep her out of the kitchen. I will help you. Yes. We will make breakfast in the morning.
She smells and nods and goes, "And it's just the 3 of you?"
No, there's
we-
6. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the suite will cover it. There's plenty of beds to go around in it.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Absolutely. I'll show you to your rooms. She kind of like hops down and like walks around the corner to the left side and then starts going down the hallway.
Okay, as soon as she's like far enough ahead, I'm gonna like whisper to them, "Did you guys hear that or am I tripping?"
Did we hear that or is she tripping?
Yes.
How do we respond? We need to know how we're responding. Did we hear that?
Um,
I'm assuming yes.
I can say yes, you all heard it, but I cannot say whether or not that means you're tripping or not.
Oh,
Like that's something you
wait.
need to figure out.
I have a question.
Yes.
I animated dead during that whole ice thing sequence.
No, you didn't.
Where?
No, none of that went off.
Done.
Okay.
Addie like leans down and goes, "We'll talk about this in the suite."
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Marley. Wait, let me check something real quick.
Give me 1 second, guys. I have a work call coming in.
Oh.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Can
I'm
I
gonna
just say
steal something.
Addie definitely knows what happened with this. What planes?
Yes, and we can absolutely discuss that in game, but you understand why B asked that question, right? Like, I mean, a fucking dagger was talking to her for a hot minute.
You've been hearing voices for years.
Yes.
Oh man,
You're literally going crazy as a follower.
Marley
Yeah.
shacked up with a bunch of weirdos.
Yes.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
This
Yes.
is not the time to be magically teleported.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Oh, that
That's
was
how
so
she
good.
thinks of her mother.
I was like, this bitch is gonna kill me. She's gonna throw me off her back any minute.
I was gonna lift you off my shoulders when we got to the inn, like a child, like just toddler style.
I climbed down. I'm like a little
I
squirrel.
know.
And you got vines in your hair like a little tree.
I do.
I'm
So
starting to notice that Team Stab is the more mentally sound compared to Team Boom because you guys are all fucking unhinged. It's concerning.
Oh,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, you are sadly mistaken. We just
No.
hide it well.
We are very much unhinged. We just
We are definitely the
You
more
guys-
murderous of the
we
two
don't say it.
parties.
Yeah, but
brooding
that's-
unhinged. We are like
that's a-
blatantly unhinged.
That's
Okay,
one of those.
no,
That's
we're-
one of those unhinged where it's
statistics.
like it's expected. It makes sense for us.
Okay, you can't deny statistics, right? Like it's
can deny
math.
whatever.
It's real. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
How many bodies has Team Boom caught since the beginning of the campaign?
That's crazy. I want to say none.
all right.
A handful.
How
No,
many?
I have eviscerated a couple people with Eldritch Blast. Thank you very much.
I got a delivery boy killed because I gave him a napkin. So does
That's
that
true.
count as a body?
Yes. No. Yeah. You got the you got the cred now.
we can't
got
we
you.
can't separate it like that though, because like in that eatery we all collectively caught all of the bodies
Yes, we did.
together.
But I mean, if we're going
Bodies
based
caught
off
bodies
which
prior
blade
to
or which spell
change.
hit first,
Yeah, nobody will know. Nobody but
Oh,
oh no,
I swear.
I'll
Olivier,
keep it score.
Olivier,
Yeah.
I wasted 9,000 of my cheer
You sh-
points.
I mean, yeah, you kind of did.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
okay.
it's
Oh,
all
It happens
good.
to the best of us.
That was
Don't
the
worry,
biggest
guys. I
bummer
have
I've gotten so
17K, and I've just been saving them.
And truthfully, like, we can't really diversify it like body count because how many times has Addie fucking like saved our lives?
That's very fair.
At least once
But-
that Ray remembers.
Ray's like,
Completely
nah,
off
this
topic.
bitch done saved me.
You saved my life. I owe her a debt. I've got to pay this back somehow. Also, just so you two know, meanwhile, while you guys are hollowing fucking metal, Raven's definitely trying to procure a wagon.
Oh, I know.
You can do it all by
I understand.
Listen, I hear the thought process as you're talking to this child. I'm like, she really like she's gonna finesse him out of so much right now. And I low key feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like it makes sense.
I thought you were flirting with him for a second, and I was like, it's a child. Wait a
Good as
minute.
a child.
And then it was like, oh, and I was like, okay, never mind. It's just being cute.
I'm back. My bad. Work might have an event Saturday. We'll see.
Ayo.
If they pay,
Hey,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. If they, they gotta come correct. I don't get out of bed for nothing on a Saturday.
That part.
No, you don't.
I'm
Nah.
just saying.
No, what you will get out of bed for on a Saturday is to scare the shit out of your friends.
know what you're talking
That's
about.
what you will
So
get
where
out
did
of
we
bed
leave off? Talk about that on break.
We're
we're
heading
on-
towards the
the
sweet tavern.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
At the inn.
I'm gonna have you guys
Okay.
pause real quick and check on the sword people because I'm sure that Ollie and Mero made it back at this point. Or was there any more talking that y'all wanted to do?
it was fun. Thought they were gonna start.
Not right now.
Yeah, not unless
They're
he's
gonna
trying to
rest
spar, but not
Not at this
not
point.
right this second.
Okay, so you guys successfully make it back to the shop.
Ooh.
So as they come back, I'm gonna look to the boy. So is that enough metal, or do we need to haul some more for 3 weapons?
I thought we were doing 2 weapons, 2 longswords.
A halberd.
halberd.
Have one.
Oh, forgot to look. And he like hops up and he starts looking around for a halberd. There's like a pile of weapons, and he's like, halberds are big. I don't think I have a halberd. Let's see a halberd.
Oh. I'm gonna just sit there and pout. Just okay.
Well, we'll need to see the blacksmith in the morning anyways, right? So is that enough for
Right.
2 weapons, or would you like us to haul some more?
I think that'll work for 2 weapons.
Great.
The swords are 2 long swords, standard stats, nicely polished. They have a durability of 12 because of their upkeep.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much for your time.
And you are absolutely welcome. I'm glad I could help.
And Raven's going to usher the 2 out the door.
Night. Why are we in such a rush to leave? What's going on?
Nothing. They're just closing. Little boys need to sleep.
And I kind of just give her a look. Raven, I know we haven't known each other that long, but what are you up to?
What do you mean?
That right there. What do you mean? Oh,
I don't have
I'm not
any
gonna.
idea what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna question it. It's too late. I'm still tired. Can we go to the inn so I can go to sleep?
Yeah, you need a little rest. You're looking a little worse for wear. Um, yeah, yeah. You guys go ahead. One more thing, and Raven's gonna run back inside the place.
Weapon shop.
Yep. Do you mind if I borrow a scrap of metal?
Help yourself. You have a question?
I wanted to ask if I could send a message to Morrow. We have a suite in the inn. That's all I want to do. The telepathic message.
Yeah, no problem.
At some point, you
Yeah.
can throw it in whenever, but
No, it suddenly is received, or you hear a message kind of ringing in your head of Beatrix's voice.
Miro's gonna relay the message. Hey guys, we got a room apparently.
Hooray! You can just see the exhaustion just on his face and the like black tendrils that came from him trying to separate the sword from earlier. It's kind of like very like apparent, kind of like bulging almost, and it's like, woo, we did it. We get to go to sleep.
Raven's gonna take a piece of pointy scrap metal and put it in her back pocket, and she's gonna catch up with them.
Okay. Well, so you guys are heading to the inn. You've got your weapons, you've got your scrap metal, you've got the message. We'll check back in on the magic team that is getting to the room.
Boom! All right, what does this room look like?
I hate us for this. I really do.
The room looks like nothing special. The floor is nicely cleaned and paved, and there are bunk beds of all sorts of varieties. It looks much more like a hostel, with a lot of space in the center. There is also a couch-like piece of furniture that's really just wood and some cushions and an observant amount of pillows. There's a really big window that's looking outside away from the town square and towards the lake. It's a really, really pretty sight. And then there are squared off larger beds in independent rooms to the left and the right. 6, in fact.
Okay.
Addie thanks the little girl for helping us, and tells her we'll see her in the morning, and that our companions will know where to find us.
She nods and smiles and says, "Good night. Sleep well."
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you. As soon as that door shuts, she turns around. She goes, "What the fuck was that happened when we got here?"
I thought I was hearing voices, bro.
Marley
You usually
trots
are,
over-
but that one I heard.
Marley trots over to a bed and plops down and is like, well, I mean, she seemed rather normal afterwards, and we did just switch in between, like, a dead town to a not dead town. So I imagine there might be a couple of after effects.
Okay, I know. How often do you go between the astral and umbral planes? Just curious. Do you know?
Have you? I mean, you have,
Yes.
obviously, now.
No. We've done it before.
You've done it, but don't you think that going back and forth might create
Not
a bit of an issue?
intentionally, usually. A thing's already happening. You know how the sky shatters in some places and then everyone dies?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a thing that's happening right now in the astral plane. Because the planes are colliding. And it's kind of a problem.
While you guys are giving this discussion.
Wait.
Yes.
I wanted to walk. I wanted to walk over to the window, and I was gonna ask Addie, "Do you want Fireball or Eldritch Blast?" And I was gonna start making a scroll of whichever spell she said, so she could cast it if need be the next day, because I can do it once a day before I go to sleep.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Got it. I'm just gonna walk over there.
Yeah.
The
I'm just gonna.
Team Stab is making it to the inn.
Yeah, and I'm just explaining to Marley like why this is happening to the best of our knowledge. Sorry.
Before we go inside, I'd like to roll perception or insight or something to that effect to look at the inn, see if I see anything wrong with it.
What kind of roll are you
if
looking for?
things that aren't quite right, like maybe a glitch in an illusion, like if there's a brick that's not supposed to be in a certain place, or a bar facing the wrong way, or something of that nature. Like not a wooden bar, but like a
So
bar
stuff
over a
to the
window.
physical like that would be perception. If you're looking for illusionary type stuff, you don't have a spell for it. The most you'd be able to check with something like Arcana would be if there is or isn't magic. But what it is, like what type of magic it is, how it was cast, and stuff like that, you would need the detect magic ability.
Okay.
As we're walking, finish your thing.
Out of those, I would roll perception because my character would be geared towards looking for something more physical. He's
Okay.
not really a magical
No
being
problem.
at all. Well, he is, but I don't know magic.
Fair.
He's a magical being that don't know it. That's crazy.
Nope.
That's like me being Samoan and I can't speak a lick of it. Crazy how that works.
Yeah, more or less.
So as we walk in, is Cheyenne, even though we don't know her name is Cheyenne, at the front desk?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Does she look like what she looked like in the astral plane?
Yes, she does.
Awesome. So I'm gonna walk up to the front desk. Yes, hi there. Yeah, we have some friends that let us know that they got an inn here earlier. There's a tall one and two small ones, all erratic, I'm quite sure. You look familiar. Hi, Oliver, and I kind of extend a hand out.
Oh, she extends a hand back and shakes it. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cheyenne.
Pleasure to meet you as well, Cheyenne. Do you know which way that they went for the suite that they have for us?
She lets go of your hand and goes, "Last time we met, I died."
Huh. Excuse me?
Oh, show you where they lie. Can we go? Or did you need to do anything else beforehand?
I do actually. Can I, as a furbolg, use my detect magic so I can see what the fuck is going on?
Go for it. Go for
why
it.
did she know that she died? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and
that
detect
perception was a 14.
The building does look worse for wear compared to the last in the Astro version. But it doesn't look like anything's out of place or has been put out of place. More so like the upkeep just ate what it needs to be. And what'd you get with their? You rolled detect magic. Cast that.
Yeah.
What magic in particular are you looking for? What are you trying to discern?
Any. Okay, so obviously we're in the Umbral right now. So I want to look to see if there's any astral magic in this plane right now.
There is.
Okay. Where's this magic coming from?
There's traces of it that's kind of just all around in the air, and especially coming out of small, tiny cracks that are all around.
Oh. Oh, okay. Lead the way, Cheyenne. We really appreciate it.
She looks to Barrow and Raven and Ollie before she starts walking down the hall.
And as she's walking in front of us, hey, you two. And I kind of like bring them in. So there's some weird astral magic going on here right now, even though we're in the umbral plane. I don't like this. I don't trust it. I think it's given the same weird energy that it was when we were in the astral and everyone was acting weird, but not like the whole puppet thing. It's just very confusing. So be on the alert.
And do you think maybe the planes are starting to merge where we're at?
It's a possibility. She did just tell me last time she saw us, she died. So
But
That would
Exactly.
mean she's coming.
the odd thing about that is none of the other people that we've met knew anything about their other selves.
Not that we know of, but
We didn't really
we
ask.
hadn't meet the other. We didn't meet the other people. Could it be something with our energy mixing with theirs?
It's a strong possibility.
You have a question?
Hmm.
We can't hear you, Cappy.
Do we hear their voices coming down the hall?
They're talking really quietly, so no, but you can hear the footsteps. And you have a question about it?
Just a quick out of character. Ziggy's still in the chat. Happy birthday.
Yo, happy birthday, Ziggy.
Happy birthday, Ziggy!
I'm literally texting him right now.
31, let's go.
Then we haven't seen Ziggy in ages.
I know, out there hiding.
I mean, he harasses me
Oh,
all the time.
no, they're
so.
32. It was
Yeah,
the last
they're
15 minutes of being 31.
32 is
Old
nice.
ass
I
man.
like it. 31 was a lot.
Happy
32 is
birthday,
nice.
Boomer. Happy birthday, old guy.
You successfully
Boomer.
make it to the room.
Marley sinks further onto the bottom of the
You cut out there at the end.
she sinks further into the bottom bunk of one of the bunk beds as the others roll in.
Right as we're about to walk into, or as we're walking into the room before Cheyenne leaves, I'm like, hey, thank you so much for escorting us here. I really do appreciate it. And as I kind of like get down to like meet her at eye level, I kind of just whisper to her, I don't know how we're going to fix it, but we're going to fix this for you. I promise. And I kind of like get up, pat her on her head, and then walk back into the room.
She just looks at you like, what? And then she just kind of like fixes her hair and walks off.
And as soon as Raven walks into the room, she's going to go to a quiet corner, and she's going to sit down over the longsword, and she's going to start attuning to it. Or what is it called? Hold on. There's a. Yeah, it's attuned.
Mhm.
It's attuned. It's attuned to it. Yeah, she's going to attune to it.
Okay, when you said you walked into a quiet corner, you're walking into one of the side rooms that has like its own bed and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've claimed a room.
I've claimed a room.
I'm going to look up from my scroll when I finish it and say, oh, welcome back, guys. And did you see anything interesting? Anything go on as I'm handing Addie the scroll?
I mean, nothing too notable in the town itself. They picked up some new weapons. We found you guys. Cheyenne at the front desk told us last time she saw us, she died.
She did
You know,
Oh my God.
too.
She asked if we were the reason she died. And I
Yeah.
think the thing that happened in the Orkwood where the planes collided and there was like some bad shit happening, I think that might be happening now.
I mean, I can definitely. I detected some astral magic here while we're in the Umbral Plane, so that definitely makes a lot of sense that
I
they're
mean-
really starting to leak into each other.
Can I do an
Yeah, we
Arcana
need to-
check on my gear?
The little cog.
Yeah.
On my
I'm going to hand Addie the scroll of Eldritch Blast and go back over to the window. Can I hit detect magic looking over the town to see if there is anything? Because they both had a similar experience. We think the worlds are colliding. So I'm looking for tears, astral, things we've experienced up to this point revolving the worlds clashing.
Gotcha. So the window is still facing away from the town and towards the lake that Eventide is
Okay.
right beside, so you won't be able to see the town. But within the room, you can definitely see small sparks and particles of astral energy, and tiny tears. Not even to the same degree of the Orkwood, but tiny tears.
Addie, there's tiny tears throughout this whole room. There's little specks of astral magic throughout the whole.
I got
Like a lesser
17.
version. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I didn't
I
hear
got
you.
like a lesser
Oh.
version of what happened in the other places.
Yeah, but it's
Like really little
You know-
versions of it.
yeah, like think about like when an animal hair is on your shirt, right? You know how it like kind of looks like a little baby.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that,
Maybe
but with
we got
Ash.
here just in time.
Or we're causing it.
I don't think that's it. Because it was happening in cities we've never been to.
True, valid, yes, correct. Yeah, we can't. We
Could she
can't.
be making
either.
it worse though? If she hadn't popped
No,
her
we
head
made
out.
one place better.
Yeah, but there's a balance, isn't there? So if you made one place
We-
really good, wouldn't that make somewhere else bad?
We made one place balanced. It was the Orkwood.
Yeah, so then what happened?
We haven't done anything elsewhere. Like the shattering in. Fuck, close that play. Somebody help me. Cole's lost the word. The first place.
Estelle.
Oh, Yeah.
Stellion. The shatter. Thank you. The shattering in Stellion just happened. We had no inclination of what was going on there, and then a guy explained it to us, and then Morrow killed that guy, and then we balanced the Orkwood.
could it? Go ahead, Marley. Go ahead.
I got a 9 on not 9, sorry, a 17 on the Arcana check
For yourself, right?
for the gear cog that I
Oh,
have.
the gear cog. It is the most balanced thing of astral and umbral energy in the room. And not only is it balanced, but it's perfectly contained. Looking at this through the use of detect magic almost looks like there's an ethereal version of the cog in your hand.
Oh.
And I'm touching it, like I'm holding it, so is there nothing like
Nothing's happening to you. There's not a single leak of the energy within it.
Hey, Beatrix, can you take a look at this for me?
What do you want me to? Do you just want me to? What do you want to know? Is it magical? Is it not magical? What?
I just want to understand how it's being contained, and you seem pretty knowledgeable, right?
I mean, I know a little bit about magic. I think if me and Addie put our heads together, we could probably figure it out.
She kind of like holds out the cog.
I'll grab it. I'm gonna walk over to Addie.
She doesn't relinquish it.
Oh, she doesn't relinquish it?
Addie comes over to the two of them and goes, "Okay, I don't have to detect magic,
Don't
but what do you
touch.
guys see?"
Ollie's going to sleep.
You're going in the main room with the smaller beds, or you're going to take one of the rooms?
1 second.
Is he rolling a die to figure it out? I'm just curious.
I don't know why this is a tough decision.
Oh, he is.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my god.
It's okay. Just Crow and Cole have the same thoughts at the same time.
What?
Sometimes.
What happened? Oh, the headphones died. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, where are you going? You said 1 second and disappeared.
I
Yeah,
Our theory was very good. Okay, like.
wait, we can technically say that here, right?
Okay,
Like-
let's take a break while I hook up his headset. We're gonna take a break, guys. We're gonna
All right.
intermission.
Intermission. We got it.
Oh, Addie, actually, do you want me just
On
to
break.
send you the? Okay. Well, no, I mean Cole. Jesus.
Oh, okay. So I was like,
I was
nope,
trying
we're
to
not
talk
characters.
to you, but I was in character. I'm so sorry.
You're good. That's I was just trying to clear it up. What's up?
Do you want me to send you the spell description for Eldritch? I mean, Mister is gonna have to.
I have
Okay.
I have the internet.
Well,
I also
I'm
not a warlock, babes.
fair.
I just don't have detect magic. I have detect good and evil, so
I can do
only
it
tell
at
if
will.
it's like celestial, elemental, fey, and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic, but Addie has a sage background.
I'm gonna go refill my
So
water.
even if she can't cast a thing, she knows lots of shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if I do this and then you have background knowledge, we could definitely figure out what the fuck this is.
As a reminder to the players, just in case you're curious, you aren't muted, but you aren't on camera either. So you guys are good. No worries. It's business as usual. Just reminding, because some of the people in the house were like, "Hey, we're not muted." I was like, "You never are." And also apologies for not being on camera for this therapy session, but stream's going a little unorthodox, and I'm curious to see how things play out. So time is ticking. You want some popcorn?
Some very interesting group dynamics happening right now. I kind of love it.
I like them a lot. It does bode.
I like that everyone's starting to recognize where they're lacking and others are more adept to work together on that.
Completely agree.
I'm loving it.
I'm a little sad.
Giving me
Not
all the
gonna
happy
lie.
feeling.
I was hoping to have been fucking y'all up by now. But so we're
I
going to
know.
20.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, you do have me fucked up. Don't get it twisted. You have me fucked up.
Whoa. I love how I turn the headphones back on. The first thing I hear is, "Don't get it twisted. You have me fucked up." I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, listen, he did know coming into tonight that I was gonna get fucked up regardless of what. Fuck boy, bye. It's fuck boy.
oh damn, we got a whole new
All right,
therapist
she
in the
looked good
building."
in the hat.
A new therapist approaches.
You can't even hear us. Oh, that. Okay. I see what you've done here.
It's giving daddy. It's giving father. It's giving papa.
Giving screenshot. She doesn't know that.
See, that wow is giving, dang, guys, we're going to have to cut the stream a little bit early tonight. Crazy. Yuck.
Given, she looks good in my chair and in my clothes.
Right? But, yeah, no. See, Deontay, right before this, I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, you know, the world's leading MMORPG.
Yeah.
And got fucked up by a cutscene 15 minutes before coming over here. And so, Hugh, whatever happens, Cole's gonna be fucked up later. You put that banana in your mouth. Just shove it right. I swear to God, you nightmare child.
Who's being a nightmare gremlin right now? Why do I know it's Capri? I was going to say, what do I know?
Capri. Oh yeah, y'all aren't getting that cog out of her hands. She just wants to open it.
Oh no, we don't want to.
You know, I was about to expose our specific, like, out of character chat right now on stream, but what the fuck do you mean by that energy? What the fuck do you mean by that?
Oh, bottoms
That's
can't make
crazy.
decisions. That's why they have tops.
Wow, that's wild.
And for you, tops or dice?
Coming from the biggest bottom in the chat, and Capri, I don't hear shit from
Oh,
you.
definitely it's not me. Trust
not
and believe I am not the biggest bottom in this chat.
Me?
Crazy.
It would be either Onyx or Vi.
You know how much more permanent scarring all of Fear has compared to everyone else? You got a horn missing, bro.
That's fine. Everybody gets a little horny every now and again. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Why are you staring me down like that?
We're going to be
Why
back
did
in
you
just a
do these
moment,
things
so
to
if
me?
you're not in your seats and being a gremlin, get ready to find them.
I'm screaming.
Look, I got Raising Canes. I am Gucci.
Deontay, I need
Goodbye.
Bart to unmute or undeafen. Deontay come in here trying to say I'm the biggest bottom in this chat when Vi and Onyx are right here. Capri and I are tied. That's
Damn.
understood.
Crazy.
It's a little back and forth.
First of all,
Honestly,
I can't be a bottom. I'm a Sagittarius.
if anyone is the biggest bottom in the chat, it's Deontay.
It is. Thank you. That's what I was saying.
Please elaborate because I want to know why you guys think that.
Okay, I'll explain it very simply for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
You're the biggest simp.
That's
Also true.
that's
You are
actually not true anymore.
Out of everyone here, you are the biggest simp because everyone else in here, before anyone else, if there isn't anyone else, simps for their partners.
Yeah.
If I could go in order, never minding Scarecrow and I, because we don't count, I would say it is Cole, Violet, Onyx, Capri, Deontay. You can put me off. You can hit on me all you want, but I have legit knowledge to go behind it. Top energy, mostly top energy. Okay, those are the first three, and then after that you have Violet, who doesn't simp for anyone else. And then you have Onyx, who mostly doesn't simp for anyone else. And then you have Capri, who half the time simps for other people. And then you have Deontay, who most of the time
simps for everyone.
Simps for everyone. Now, I will give credit where credit's due. You both simp for your partners the hardest. I'm not discrediting that at all. But you simp for other people.
I wish chat could see just the amount of annoyance and disgust I have sitting on my face right now. Because I'm like,
I could provide an example.
Please
I could provide an example to go with this entire chart that he's speaking on.
Oh Lord.
Most of us in this chat have tortured ourselves with way too spicy noodles at the request of a friend. One of us has not.
Oh, I thought it would be funny to watch everyone else do it and knew I couldn't convince the others to do it unless I did as well.
Let's do it again.
Spicy noodles on my
yes,
No.
Yes. Yes.
I want to watch people do it.
What is roll for trauma's freaking safe word?
Oh, we don't have that.
Right.
We don't have
There's no safe word here. What's wrong with you?
What?
why you get trauma is
Safe
because
words
it's
for-
not
Roll
asked
for red
just
flags.
get back into the,
Can we get back to
just
the
get back
campaign?
into the episode already?
Yeah,
Safe
yeah.
word is Eddie,
Energy for
stop.
tomorrow. Save all of this for offer T plays.
I just want to make one note before we get back to it. Being a bottom is not a bad thing.
No,
No,
it is not.
No, it isn't.
Anyway,
absolutely not.
shall we
Our
continue?
players are currently going through.
So y'all still
All
in the
right.
room doing the damn thing.
Oh, I'm casting detect magic, and I think Addie was helping
You're gonna
to figure this out.
All right, and then I'm also going to cast detect good and evil on top of their detect magic.
There's nothing further to detect. It's not good or evil. It's a gear with astral and umbral energy perfectly balanced and sealed and intact.
Can I? Would it be? Can I see how it's sealed? Is there a rune or
Nope.
some?
All right.
There's
Well,
no magic sealing it in. It's just whole.
I'm
Let me,
just going to.
let me give you. Let me give you an example. What keeps the sun in place? Nothing. The sun is just in place. That's where the sun is. As far as this gear is concerned, it just is. There's nothing making it be. There's nothing controlling it. There's nothing manipulating it. There's nothing that's put that energy there. It just is.
Marley is going to just stare at it and like take it away from the girls and shove it back in her pocket. Well, another cog in the machine.
So, so with it being perfectly balanced, none of the other artifacts that we found, including the relic, are perfectly balanced, correct?
Only the relic is. Only that sword.
Wait. Wait.
But it has another type of magic to it.
Oh yeah, it's not
that
just.
we're not
one
noticing
light.
with this. This just is perfectly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So what is it, girls?
Is there? Okay. may I hold it? And like, I want to hold it, look up to the light. Like, is there, can you see through it? Is it transparent? Like, is there anything?
It's just a gear. Like, it's just a brown gear. It's old.
No, I think we definitely don't want to lose that, so don't.
I didn't plan on
But I
it.
don't think we're. I'm just okay. But I don't think we're going to glean any more information off of it by staring at it or examining it any further. I think we need to find other artifacts, relics, things. To get more
Marley kind of
information.
like stares at it for a long time and is like, "Can I talk to it like that dude's sword?"
You're more than welcome to talk to it. Yeah.
I don't know if that'll work. You can try.
Hello?
Did you see this lake, Addie?
There's no response because it's just a gear.
Damn.
She's gonna just put it back and be like, I'm gonna go to bed. Puts it back in the pocket.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Is-
it's time when we got a good night's rest. Because I've got to make
Well-
breakfast in the morning.
A long rest
Sure.
would be nice.
Big
As a
entire
reminder, the main room is like a hostel with lots of small beds, and then there are 6 individual rooms with their own individual private space. Do y'all have a
Marley is
preference
all-
on where you're going?
Marley is already in a bunk bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on the opposite of whatever Marley's on. The
You're gonna go
little
to the
guys.
top?
Okay.
I'm on
You're
top.
top bunk? Okay.
Cool. You climb up the ladder and you're on top.
Yeah, Addie fucks off to a private room. She's gonna sleep.
Mero and Oliver.
I already took one of those private rooms and went to bed.
Oh, well, you cut out when that happened, so
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, no, I definitely went into a private room and I just went to bed.
okay, perfect. The night
Nero's
passes.
gonna take the room next to him.
I could have sworn I think because I know you, I figured that's what you were gonna do, and then just auto-filled it in. My bad.
It'd be like that.
Raven is also not sleeping. Just an FYI.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing like an elf sleep.
Yeah, I'm doing the elf sleep thing. I just wanted a room.
Nah, he's totally gonna be like ugly sleeping. Probably, I might fall off the bed. I'm
Marley
sounds like a bitch.
is not asleep. She's just playing with the gear in her fingers and rolled over like she is. She's facing the wall though.
Perfect. The night passes silently. The following morning arises. You all have recovered hit dice. So you guys are level 8? Yeah,
Mm.
8D, whatever your hit dice is.
I was out.
All of your spell slots have been restored. Anything that you have learned or attuned or inscribed is effectively inscribed. Welcome to the next day. What y'all doing?
Well, I'm gonna go and make breakfast because that was my job.
Perfect. You hop out the
Oh,
bed and
I'm gonna-
open the door, and Beatrix
Yeah,
is clearly
I got out.
following with you. No, you don't, Addie?
No, oh, never mind.
You guys successfully make it back to the reception area before anyone else. And Chan smiles and waves to you and goes, hey, the kitchen where everyone cooks is just across the way. Feel free to head on over when you guys are ready. We could use your help.
Okay. Good morning, and we will head on and do that. Marley, I just want to let you know I'm kind of only good at the assistant part, not the actual cooking part.
I would figure. So just get me something to stand on and don't get in my way.
Can I find a stool?
As she continues on.
Yeah, there is a stool. This is a reminder. This is a different building. But yes, there's a stool. There's lots of people that are working in this this kitchen. It's kind of like a giant kitchen. Lots of people are working. Lots of people are moving food around and trying to get things set up and ready for those who are less fortunate and need to eat. So imagine a giant soup kitchen.
Can I roll perception to see the head chef?
Not yet. What are the other people waking up doing?
Oh yeah.
Has Ray successfully tuned to this longsword and it disappears, correct?
Yes, the sword has crumbled in your hand.
Okay. She's just gonna like throw the pieces and dust herself off, and start to leave the room.
All right, you've successfully left the room. You can back out to the main hallway as well.
She's gonna wait in the main like room, and she's just looking for everybody else.
No problem. Mero, Oliver.
I head out as well to meet with Ray.
Perfect. Ray's just standing there in the middle of the room.
Ollie is taking the time to polish this eldritch sword, and he's having a conversation with it. So I just like, were you always a sword, or were you like a different like being that was turned into a sword, or like, what's your backstory, man?
There's no response.
You know, we can't have conversations if you don't choose to converse with me. Otherwise, it's not really a conversation.
There's no response.
Does Raven hear this?
Yeah, you can kind of hear some mild frustration coming from one of the rooms.
She's gonna go knock on the door.
I open the door. Yes, how can I help you?
Who are you talking to?
Carl. Who else?
You named it Carl.
Well, he won't tell me his name, so until I prove myself worthy of him, he won't really tell me too much, so I kind of have to do something so I don't seem like I'm having a awkward conversation by myself, which, now that you mention it out loud, is exactly what I'll do. Let's go find everyone else, yeah? And just out of like embarrassment, kind of like shuffles out of the room and past them.
Raven's going to kind of mumble to herself, and she looks over her shoulder and goes, "You're not supposed to talk to your own body parts." And then she's going to pull the scrap metal out of her back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie, come here.
Huh. As he's like visibly embarrassed now at this point. He's just sitting there kind of like hulking, like, okay, so here's how I envision it. So it's like, I should probably put the horn back on so it really makes more sense. So he has his horn there, and it's kind of like tangled up in his hair. He's kind of getting that gun out of it, and he's like slowly putting on like his little like shirt and stuff or whatever. Oh my god, come on, fucking headphones. This is how you know I don't. Okay, there we go. And he like turns and looks at her with like one arm like stuck in the sleeve as he's trying to get dressed. Yes,
Well, I think it's time we upgrade, don't you?
Upgrade, what are we talking about? As he scratch. Well, oh yeah, I guess the twigs did fall apart. That's very nice of you. And then kind of like gets down on one knee and bows his head down so she can easily do what she's doing.
She's gonna like rip the vines from the fucking eldritch tree out of his horn and like throw him on the side, and she's gonna grab that like metal and she's gonna take it and she's like fastening it and just like trying to like just stick it on there.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, Ollie.
Motherfuck. Okay, hold on. That's not my d20. Where the fuck is my d20? Okay.
What'd you get?
Damn, I wish I knew how to fucking read. Constitution, that is an 18.
18. Okay. You're taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this rusty scrap piece of metal is twisted and contorted into the shape of a horn and then shoved into your head.
As he kind of like winces from like the pain of it like going in, like he takes a moment to kind of like look at it and like looks at her with kind of a thank you kind of smile as blood slowly like trickling down his forehead. He's like, look, excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up really quick, and goes back into his room and adjusts himself and then comes back out and he's like, I should find some polish for this. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe ask Addie for a little, Bing, bang, bow.
I can't rely on her for everything. She'll never let me live it down.
What's the harm in letting someone help?
That's rich coming from you. You really didn't want to be helped before.
I have my reasons. And Ray is going to attempt. She's going to walk out into the hall.
Gonna follow right behind. Mara, you coming?
Perfect. You guys all make it out to the hall. Cheyenne gestures to where the building is for the soup kitchen and goes, a couple of your friends have already gotten started. So please just head over that way. And whatever help that you can give before you go on your way would be most appreciated.
All right, sounds good. Well, it sounds like Addie and Bee and Marley are already over there, so let's head on over.
Great idea.
Put me to work.
Let's just go back in time by about 4 hours. As you're calmly meditating, Addie, someone breaks into your room very quietly. They phase through the wall like smoke. You can see very distinct horns as your eyes are opening. Before you have a chance to respond, the smoke has enclosed around you. You can feel hands grabbing you and pinning you before you are whisked away. The movement is so guttural that it renders you unconscious. When you finally come to, your spell focus is missing. Your clothes have been torn to shreds, and you are currently tied to a wooden beam in a house by yourself. You all make it to the soup kitchen.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, soup. Damn.
Okay, can Raven see Bee and
No.
Bee and Marley?
Go ahead and roll a perception. There's a lot of people cooking.
I did the perception for
There is no head chef.
Oh, okay.
Everyone that's here seems to be wearing different versions of clothes. Some of them related, some of them not. As they're all just working, helping.
All right, I'm gonna start making like cinnamon bread.
Perfect.
I got a nat 20.
You
Come on.
successfully find Bee and Marley.
So Raven's gonna go up to Bee. Hey, where's Addie at?
I don't know. I thought she was with you.
Shoot, she must have slept in. I better go get her.
But she doesn't sleep. She's an elf.
I mean, even
I'm gonna hightail it. Like, I'm not even asking questions. Like, as soon as I say she doesn't sleep and she's an elf, I'm gonna hightail it towards the suite again.
I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna follow.
Marley's gonna shove the pan of cinnamon bread in the oven real quick and then run out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Mara's just gonna follow.
Hey, Carl. Do you know what's going on here?
There's no response.
I'm gonna run for the rest of the group.
You successfully make it back to the inn. Yes, you have a question.
Miro's just gonna ready in action just because I feel like I needed to.
No problem. Mero's ready.
I'm gonna beeline it to the room I think she went into, or like that she walked to go to bed in,
Yep.
and start searching around for any type of clue. Like, we'll see. Is she in here first?
She's not in there.
Then I'm gonna start frantically looking around to see if there's any evidence of where she might have gone, or if something happened, because she wouldn't abandon me. what B's thinking. Like she's having a fucking shit show right now. Like,
Marley's coming in.
do I need to?
What is what?
Oh, I thought you were rolling.
Yeah.
I'm eating popcorn, and I can barely hear you.
But Marley was coming in behind her and just watching Beatrix. I was like, whoa, 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 calm down. It's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna be alright.
No. She's my sister. She's the only one I have left.
Sometimes people have to walk off something. Maybe she went somewhere. Was there anywhere that she would possibly go before we woke up?
No, because she wouldn't have left me. We were gonna go see the Enchanter.
Raven has stopped at the front desk and is talking to
Cheyenne.
Celia. Oh, it's not Celia.
Don't call her Celia. Don't say that 3 times
Do
fast.
I need to roll an investigation check or anything for trying to find any evidence of?
If you're looking for evidence, it is best to roll whatever you can to find said evidence.
Okay, that's what I was asking. And dude,
I am going to roll an investigation as well. Although I'm charismatic, not smart.
What'd you get, Onyx?
B is in hysterics. Okay, I rolled a 3 on the fucking dice. Okay, so I got a total of 5. Like, I'm not finding shit except maybe I'm gonna think my own shadow. And like it's.
This room looks perfectly intact. As you're turning stuff and tossing things and trying to find something, a thought occurs that you may be making the room worse, and you just stop.
I got an 18 on investigation.
Yeah, no, you don't find anything either.
She's just gonna like sit on the floor.
Hang on a second. As your friend, the DM, and my knowledge that my puzzles are, for whatever reason, too difficult, would you like to use an inspiration point and get a hint? So we're not stuck here for the next 30 minutes.
Well, the only other thing would be to, I don't, do
It's
I
up to
have
you.
one?
I
I don't
can
have one. I
give
used
you-
mine last turn.
Ooh, well, maybe somebody else.
I don't think I have an inspiration.
Yeah,
Oh.
I used it last game.
What if we just leave her lost? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Detect
I'm
magic.
kidding.
That's crazy.
Oh, yes.
Detect magic.
Hey, yeah, go ahead, try that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast detect magic to see if there's any difference in magical pattern because I knew what the cracks looked like before.
There's a thin line of black smoke leading from where the bed is to the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the wall. Okay, so as I'm like walking over, and I'm like, there's a crack here. It's black smoke, like a crack going up and down, and it goes from Addie's.
It's going across.
Oh.
Like the middle of the room, a magical line of thin, like wisp of smoke, and it's just going into the wall.
And then stopping.
Here's the bed, and it's just.
There's a trail of smoke going into the wall.
Into the wall?
Yes.
Can we go into the wall?
Wait. Oh no, that won't work. Maybe it will.
Wait.
I mean, I could.
Point me in the direction that you see this smoke going towards, please.
It's right here, and like I'm right next to the wall. Like I'm gonna touch it. B's gonna touch it.
You are unconscious and you disappear.
Marley looks at the spot where Beatrice was and looks to the wall and looks
Curious.
to all of here and the rest of them and goes, well, there's only one way we're really doing this. And she turns her back to the wall and falls on it.
You're unconscious and you disappear. Everyone else that's watching this sees them. For those who you cannot see the magic trail, kind of just lean forward and touch and or fall back and touch something, and then almost instantly just zoop.
Okay. So which I
Here we go again.
Oh my god, they're all so I'm gonna pull out Carl. I'm gonna stick Carl into it first to see if that does
Carl doesn't
anything
come
to it.
Ah,
Carl doesn't come out? Wow, of course. Carl,
Carl
you
said
know,
no,
you're making
thank
this
you.
really hard to like do things, improve myself. If you're not gonna help.
Does this magic seem like a screwdriver to you? You hear it like echo in your head.
Well, of course not. I just wanted to see if your magic had any type of way to
You were
counteract the
told to
magic that we're dealing
utilize,
with.
not to use. Act better. And then the voice goes quiet.
Oh, I thought we were so rude. Okay.
I was going to touch the same spot they did.
Zoop, and you're unconscious.
Oh,
Actually,
Even-
hold on.
Oh,
My character is immune to being put to sleep due to magical means.
put to sleep and unconscious
was
are not the
mine.
same thing.
Okay.
When you put yourself to sleep, you move from a conscious state to an unconscious state by putting your body into a rest position. That's an active choice that you're making. When you are rendered unconscious, your body can still twitch and move and everything because those two synapses are not connected. So, like, imagine like when you knock somebody out, like physically in a fight, how they may still be moving and stuff. Their body is not registering that they're asleep, but they're now unconscious.
Okay, the specific wording is I can't be put to sleep
Gotcha.
via magical
Yeah, but this
means.
isn't sleep.
Yeah, no, this would be
Okay.
knocked out, KO. Like, you're not dead. You didn't take damage.
Sure.
But you are knocked out.
They succeeded on the choke.
Okay.
Well, funny enough, actually choking somebody is more akin to putting them to sleep first, because again, their body goes into a shutdown mode. Versus when you get knocked out, your body doesn't go into a shutdown mode first. You just, okay, no, I'm out.
You know, sometimes here at Roll for Trauma, we also have science lessons. You get everything on this channel.
Welcome to Biology 101. We're doing a sleep study today.
Yeah, no, I found out about this because when you're knocked out, your body completely skips the REM cycle, which is only induced via naturally going to sleep, or unnaturally if you take medicine or something like that. But being knocked out, your body skips that entirely. This is why the same amount of fatigue and stuff can exist even if you're knocked out for hours. You're not
Part of me
actually
wants to
resting.
know. Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna think about that when I try to go to sleep tonight.
Cue the star wipe. Do 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 do. The
Okay,
more
so
you know.
What do you know?
Just kidding.
Ray and Ollie are the only two that are not.
Yeah, Ray and Ollie
Not
are
in
out
there
in
yet.
my room.
Mhm.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And I kind of just look at her.
Ray is not with you.
Where the hell is Ray?
I stopped at the front desk. I never went in that room.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
up at the
shit,
front
you're
desk
right.
since we are since you're at the front desk.
I'm gonna start going towards the front desk as it cuts back to her.
Yeah, please don't leave me here again. Please don't leave me here again. I don't have any kind of detect magic. Don't leave me here.
I got you.
Raven was talking to
Cheyenne.
Shannon.
Shan has just relayed to you that nothing has seemed out of the ordinary all morning, but she doesn't work any night shift. The doors
Right.
usually close after, like, she's the only one that works the desk.
Okay. When I see Ollie coming down. Well, Diane here says she hasn't seen her, so
Oh yeah, no. I know exactly where she is. Actually, if you can come back to the room really quick, I need your help with something. Hi Cheyenne, how's it going? Hope the morning's treating you well. And I kind of just grab Raven, like pull her down the hallway upstairs.
all right, here we go.
Hey, so everyone's gone.
What do you mean everyone's gone?
Everyone touched a wall, and there's some freaky magic going on, and everyone's gone.
Right. And You didn't see where they went?
Well, they touched the wall, they fell unconscious, and then their body just disappeared. There's some weird magic. It's kind of like this black trail of like smoke magic or something like that. And um, it led from where Patty's room was basically to a wall. And they started touching the wall and all started disappearing. And normally I would run in and do that, but I also realized that you would be very confused if you walk in the room and nobody was there, if we all went back that way. So I decided to wait. Plus, I didn't want to just anything. And Carl told me he was meant to be utilized, not used. So clearly, this is something bigger than just some regular trick. But yeah, they're all
So
gone.
you need lotion?
But no.
All right, listen. What kind of magic are we dealing with? And she's going to use her soul sight on this wall that he's pointing at to see if it is astral or umbral.
I'm gonna
Magic.
use detect magic in that snitchiation.
It's some weird version of sorcery.
It's not either astral or umbral.
No.
It seems like something that somebody themselves conjured up. I
Well, I
would
don't
call it
like
weak,
the-
but it did take out 4 of our 6 party members, so it can't be that bad.
All right. Well, if everyone went through it.
You're not seriously thinking about just going in there, are you?
Unfortunately, I am.
Join me in my trauma, Ollie.
Hello? Just some demons just whispering into the ether, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, Raven looks to Ollie. Well, go ahead. And if nothing crazy happens to your body, I'll follow behind.
Why do I have to go first? Wait.
For science.
It's
Technically,
clearly
both.
not silence. This is some type of sorcerer's magic. There's nothing scientific about this.
Listen. There are aspects about what I do.
I'm gonna roll to grab her.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll strength. Or athletics. You can resist it if you want.
I mean, I got a nat 20, so I mean, I'd like to see her try.
I'm going to try.
I mean, the
And get
modifier is 24. So,
And get an 18. So, yeah.
okay, damn, that's
Nope, he
crazy.
successfully
Oh.
grabs you.
In the process of her telling me this as I grab her, I just throw her into the wall.
Before your body can hit the wall, it hits the trail of smoke and zoop! You are rendered unconscious and teleported away.
I refuse to be any guinea pig. You hear me? I'm looking, pointing at the room like a psychopath. Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna kill me when I go in there. Oh, maybe I just tell her I tripped. Listen, I tripped. It's okay. No one's gonna be able to tell the difference. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Right? As I'm like staring at my hand, just like, great.
Do it, pussy.
Go in the
I'm gonna
hole.
go ahead and just. I'm gonna ready my rage just in case some shit pops off on the other side of this, and then I'm going to angrily jump into the smoke.
Okay, you successfully jump into the smoke. You are all whisked away, but someone's been here for quite some time.
Oh,
I'll put
that's
that right
pretty.
there. Mm-hmm.
We ain't got no roaches or nothing
You're
here.
finally
This
coming
is
to
normal.
consciousness,
No.
Addie. You can see an old friend, a bit older than when you last saw him. And he's sitting on a chair, kind of watching you as you're kind of coming to. He pops up and he goes, "It really is you, isn't it?" And he goes over to the table and he pours a glass of water and he holds it up for you to drink.
Is it Darren?
Yeah.
she
Yay, the
she definitely
person has
she
a
has
travel.
tears streaming down her face, and she like takes a sip of it. She goes, "Why do you have me tied to the beam?
He goes,
Where did you think I would
quiet,
go?"
quiet. Hey, just. And he puts the glass down. He goes, listen. I'm just so glad you're alive. I don't understand.
Darren, what do you mean? You're the one that wasn't alive.
What are you talking about? You died on an adventure. You must not remember. Did someone resurrect you? I don't understand. You snuck out. We had planned it, and
I'm not your Addie, and you're not my Darren.
what are you talking about? But as he says that, you can hear footsteps approaching.
Are we in my mother's house or his house?
Your mother's house.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Realizing that, Addie stiffens and leans back against. I mean, I know she wasn't that far off the post, but she leans back against it again, and her nails are digging into her palms. My mother's alive.
Why wouldn't she be?
And you tied me to a beam in her kitchen.
There goes. Well, listen. I can't make heads or tails of this, but there's so much more than you could possibly understand going on. I hope you can come to forgive me. I had to. The door opens, and your mother is standing there.
Hi, Mom. Is she hot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get to that. Ta-da! Oh no, I moved the wrong thing. Put that back.
Oh,
Hey, yo.
There we go.
Hey, mommy.
she a little baddie for real. Hello.
She does look like she might do a hate crime, but in a nice way.
Oh, my gosh. What?
Because I was thinking it too. I was like,
She looks at you with tears in her eyes. Addie?
Let me go.
She kind of like sighs. You can see like a lot of relief and stress is kind of just like lifted off of her shoulders, and like whatever she's been burdening herself of for the last damn near decade is gone. And she goes, I can't believe it. After all this time, you didn't come home?
Why would I come back to a place where all I've ever felt is trapped?
That's just not true. I shouldn't have
It's
let
true
you go.
in my reality. Of course.
She looks at you like really confused. Are you comfortable?
Let me go.
No, I don't think I will. We have a lot to talk about.
I have no interest in discussing anything with you.
I think I can change your mind. Maybe give you a reason to stay this time. And she holds her hand out.
By forcibly tying me to a beam in the kitchen.
She holds her hand out,
Okay.
and the chains that are tying you to that beam tighten and restrict. And another chain appears on her hand, and you can hear Darren start choking and grasping at his neck.
Let him go!
Oh, well, him or you?
Let him go.
Won't you have the supper, at least? She kind of pulls the chain tighter, and you can see him like choking more.
And her whole body goes slack. And her head hangs, and tears just fall off of her face. Just let him go.
That's a very poor choice of words. And she pulls the chain really tight, and you can hear the metal clinking of the chain moving one link after another before you hear the torrential ripping and shredding noise. And he is decapitated. His body falls limp.
Hey, yo.
She looks at you and she goes, I've had to learn a lot to survive on my own. You're not going anywhere, and you don't get a say unless I say so. Do we understand each other?
What is wrong with you?
With me?
No. Ollie. Sidecar.
Oh, I'll read that later. Oh. It's okay.
On screen.
It's okay.
That was just a giant red button. What did you want me to do? Not press. Switch.
Why would you redeem trauma points at this moment? It's okay because I get to switch it right over to you guys. You're all waking up in Cascada. It's a beautiful town with flowing waterfalls. It is a bit of a haven away from all the political strife, worry, and chaos that exists elsewhere. And for whatever reason, there's nobody around. Huge pillars that stretch into the foggy sky and the low-hanging mist stand all around as you guys wake up out of this dog pile of physical bodies.
Uh,
Are they our physical bodies or
Your
just
physical
other bodies?
oh, we're
Okay.
all tangled in each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm scratching the ground because I am small and on under everyone.
It's dry.
I'm
It's
gonna-
sticky.
What?
Ew.
I look at the stickiness that is on my hand.
Perfect.
What is it?
Why would you do that?
Webs.
Oh no!
Oh, which one of you guys is scared?
What?
That's not my trauma, but which one of you is messed up by that? Because, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friend.
She Marley realizes the stickiness from the webbing and scrambles up even faster and readies her sides.
Can I roll a perception check to see what's around us? What's going on? Are we in danger? That would be 15.
The entire town is barren.
21.
21.
The entire town is still barren.
But
Are pillars stretching into the sky, and a thin lining of spider webs and cobwebs over everything.
We know we're here. Like, we know we're in.
Yeah, you guys would recognize that this was Cascada, but you're also in the Umbral, so things look very different.
Would it be a wisdom check? Trying to remember where Addie described her house to be, because I know she's from here.
You call her your sister, so
Yeah.
you probably never visited her house knowing her folks.
Yeah.
But you'd probably know that it would be on the outskirts of the Cascada, like one of its far off districts.
Okay.
So not
Marley's
in the main place
gonna-
of commerce, but more the outskirts of the residential side. You know, not close to the scenic waterfalls, but more inland.
Okay.
Marley's gonna tap Beatrix and be like, hey, we gotta go. We gotta go
it-
now.
yes, we do. We have to head towards the outskirts. From what I remember, Addie's home is here. Well, house she grew up in. Don't call it her home.
All right, that's great. Guide us there because we are small people, and these look like big spider webs.
Uh, hey, Sarah. Can I maybe hitch a piggyback ride because the sticky and I don't want to get stuck.
She's starting to shake up all of fear because if we ride in people, I'm getting the big boy.
Can I refuse to have her crawl on me?
I'm waking you up. You were
Yeah,
unconscious.
she's just
I'm
shaking
helping.
you awake.
Oh, I'm like, ha.
Hey, we gotta get moving. Unless you like tarantulas, we gotta get moving, buddy.
Or Raven, can I hitch a ride?
Absolutely not. You can walk on your own.
Need you all to roll a perception check.
Oh.
Oh, all of us. Yikes.
21.
Got a 19.
I got an
I got a
8.
9.
19.
Nice rolls.
18.
You all immediately can sense there are eyes on you, and you instinctively turn to your left and see a spider crawling its way around the side of one of the buildings. It's eyeballing you directly, and this thing's about the size of like a beach volleyball. And immediately as y'all see it and it sees you, it jumps at you. Let's see who the nearest person is. Beatrix is the nearest person. It is jumping. Let's see if it successfully grapples you.
That's crazy.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
But as a
successfully grapple you.
reaction, I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke on this fucker.
Are
As
you
soon
really?
as it makes.
I was so hoping you would do that. Go ahead. So go ahead
Oh
and
no, it's
roll for
on
damage.
top of me! It's on top
No, it
of
didn't.
me!
It didn't get to get on top of you. It didn't get to grapple you. So it basically
Okay.
jumped at you, but instead of sticking to you, it just hit you.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Is this a living nest?
So go ahead and tell me your damage.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah.
Right?
Violet. Yeah.
Can I
Nero's gonna draw a sword.
use a bonus action to call up my wraith?
Yes, you can call out your wraith. You can draw your sword.
I'm already in rage status right now.
Did it roll a saving throw? Did it do it?
No, it doesn't have a saving throw.
Okay.
How much damage did it do?
Okay, so the dice loved me, but like it's kind of actually pathetic because I rolled a 1 and a 2 on a d10.
Damn.
Fortunately for you,
A
this is
zero,
just
a zero's
Mhm.
a 10, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Well, fortunately for you, it's just a spider, and it immediately does this thing where it flips on its back and its legs curl up. Unfortunately, the hellish rebuke of flames has ignited the webs.
Oh
and
shit!
It
It's
spreads instantly.
5d10. I only rolled 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, the
Hold
same
on.
thing's gonna happen, but you're gonna gladly roll
Okay, no,
more.
don't worry about it. I didn't know
Okay.
if we needed to. If we
No,
don't need
this was
to, I
just
won't
one of
roll
the
it. I
little
just
scout ones. Don't worry. This guy, you know the ants that go into your house first to see if there's food? Yeah.
Hey, yo, chill.
That's what this
Chill
one.
on that
That's what
front.
this one was.
That's crazy.
The hellish rebuke flames spread outwards, igniting the cobwebs on fire, and they immediately disintegrate as they catch flame, spark up, and dissipate. All across a 30-foot area surrounding you, including one of these pillars. You can see the flames crawl upwards, clearing the cobwebs off the pillars to reveal a very long arachnid leg. It gets up to the cloud layer and spreads across the clouds, revealing that it wasn't in fact fog, but a layer of spider webs covering the sky. And in its place, you can now visibly see this beautiful thing standing tall above you.
It's the
Oh God, no.
Yes.
No, no. Fuck you, spider.
We're gonna come
Fuck
back to you
you.
guys.
Is it hair?
I've never been more grateful to be tied to a post in a kitchen.
I was about to say, like this, Cole. How do you feel now? I hope it's better. But I'm glad you're hanging in there. All right, back to the game.
You know
I
what?
had to get that out.
Not so bad.
Ooh, yeah.
Adriana, your mother has wrapped the chain solely around you and moved you using magic, telekinetic magic, into a chair where the chains rewrapped themselves and bound you to the chair. The chair slides into the table, and your mom goes into the kitchen where a pot of food is cooking, and she immediately ladles out a big bowl of some soup-like food. She brings it over and sets it down in front of you. And she goes, "Oh, one moment." And she goes over to Darren's body and grabs it and pulls it towards the head. And you can see the marks of the chains start glowing and then healing his head back on. You can hear him go, and she goes, "Have a seat, Darren." And Darren just kind of nods really slowly and quietly, and he sits down. And she goes back to the kitchen and she ladles out another bowl and slides it in front of Darren, and she goes, "Eat." And he just immediately starts eating. And she goes back to the kitchen and grabs herself her own bowl, and she sits down at the table. And she looks to both of you before looking to you specifically, and she goes, "Not hungry?"
What is he?
You're a tiefling friend, right?
He looks like my tiefling friend. He sounds like my tiefling friend.
That's good.
But Darren couldn't put himself back together.
No, that's my doing. I told you I had a lot to learn after you were gone. You made it very clear that I couldn't protect you when you snuck out. And when you died, I knew exactly whose fault it was. So, I started practicing. I found your books hidden in the crevices of my house. I studied what you were learning. And then I studied further until I got good enough to bring him back. It costs, don't get me wrong, but my soul died when you did. You were everything to me. Don't you see that?
You have a really funny way of showing it.
I'm a mother.
Is your job not to prepare me to not have to have you at every turn?
When you were ready. But you don't know what this family's been through. You didn't see the things that I saw growing up. You don't know the world I tried to keep you from. Obviously you do now. Too little, too late.
Awfully hard to learn something that you refuse to allow me to see.
You are a child. My job is to protect you from the world when you're a child. When you grow up and have the maturity and decency to respect your mother, then you would actually learn something. But you were just a child. Don't forget that. She moves her hand, and one of the chains jerks her hand on top of the table, and she goes, "Eat."
She does not move, and she goes, "I see you're still confusing respect with fear."
It yields the same results in the end. Or did your books not teach you that part? So come on, catch me up. Where have you been?
You're confusing respect with fear and don't realize that I no longer have the fear either.
Do I need to kill your friend again?
You'll bring him back because you need a puppet.
No. I needed someone to vent to. someone who should have protected my daughter. Darren kind of like pauses and looks up for a moment before he puts his head back down.
She looks at Darren and she goes, do you obey because you're afraid of her killing you again or because you have no choice?
He can't respond.
And she goes, without looking back to her mother, but talking to her, she goes, because my friends would never choose cowardice.
And who are they now? She puts her elbows on the table. Who you've been spending all your time with? Come on, girlfriend. Catch me up. Are they coming to rescue you? Or do they know about the traps? Are they going to end up like Darren? Oh, I hope not.
They might be a bit impulsive. That doesn't make them less lethal.
I've learned a lot about lethality. I had to pick up magic I didn't want to, just to figure out if you were still breathing. And all this time, you couldn't even send a letter. And you want to spin some tale about not your mother? I remember that look.
He looks directly at her and goes, if you've picked up so much magic, then how can you not tell that I am not the girl you lost?
Time does that, doesn't it?
If time was the problem, then perhaps.
Fine then. You're saying my magic is wrong. Show me something I don't know.
Wait, give Cole just a second to go back to where I apologize. Okay. So all of the passion and anger and compassion for her friends that she has swells up within her, and Love Struck from her soul art takes place and gives Darren and myself 10 temporary HP for the next hour.
She looks at you a bit curious and she goes, okay. So you've learned some new tricks. No matter.
No. Because your Adriana would never have figured that out.
You're my Adriana now. But if you have some concerns about that, why don't you spend the rest of your day in your room and think about it?
Technical question. We can cast without a spell focus on us. It just might have weird effects. Yes?
It will definitely have weird effects.
Okay, yes. Okay. But we can try. Okay. I don't know what that was. Sorry, I did something weird. Body would like to attempt to cast her cantrip Sacred Flame.
And what do
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you see within range, and they have to succeed on a dex saving throw, or take, in my case, 2d8 radiant damage.
So I need a dex saving throw. What's the DC to beat?
14.
She has modifiers.
I know. Listen, it's worth trying.
Oh, okay. When you add her modifiers, she rolled a 10.
Sorry, I just got
Loser.
so excited. Holy shit. I didn't think it would work. Okay,
Go ahead and
where's
roll
my
for damage,
D8s?
and then I'll tell you what else is happening.
Yeah, that's great. So that's 8 damage, and they're radiant.
Okay, perfect. The radiant light beams down on her. You can see her kind of like sit there and like, there's a part of her that's resisting the damage, and she's kind of like, almost like excessive amount of gravity is pushing down on her, but she's forcing herself back up against it. Trauma rolls.
Oh, shit.
Roll a d10.
Commercial break.
What'd you get?
Sometimes
7.
drastic times call for drastic measures, and
7. Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute. You can feel the radiance of that almost wasn't enough, and it's almost still desiring to pour out of you for some strange reason.
yeah.
As that attack fades, though, she stands up and she looks at you and she goes, "I wasn't asking." And the chair starts moving backwards, and your room door swings open as you're tied to it.
Yeah, before I get through the door, while I can still see her, I cast Sacred Flame one more time.
Gotcha.
And that would be 16 damage if she doesn't save. Yep, I know. I'm just praying at this point, okay?
Well, that rolled off the desk.
Oh, yeah. Max, hush, I don't have time for you. I'm busy. Mommy's busy.
Mommy's
She
busy
definitely
trying to kill something.
did not save. And as she starts to walk around the table, she's pointing her finger at you. Another beam of radiant energy shoots down, and the sacred flame engulfs her. It's so hot, it sears a hole in the floor into the basement. You can hear her crash down below with a thud. The chair stops in place, and though the chains are not gone, they have loosened. And
Yeah,
we're gonna
Addie,
have to find out what happens on the
yes.
next episode of NevaeH Shattered Memories.
God.
Gee.
You guys
Oh,
have
man.
no idea how much Cole is about to get a release out of all this shit. Whoo, boy.
Yeah, the actors is about to go crazy.
Meanwhile,
Oh shit!
I'm done.
I love hate this moment.
Meanwhile, there's a woman wearing bifocals, and she is working very hard on some weird contraption machine. And she looks over to her brother, and she goes, "How could you lose the piece on another continent?" And that's the end of this episode.
That's so ghetto. I hate it here.
That's the triplets.
Oh,
That's the good batch of
God.
biscuits.
We're getting so good.
So how y'all doing?
So many words for you for the afters, but it's fantastic. I'm doing great.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I am over that spider already.
Yeah,
I'm
don't be.
probably
You're
gonna have a
fight
nightmare about it.
It's gonna. You're gonna fight it. It's staying right there.
I just want to know what the gear's gonna go to, because
I'm gonna hit that bitch with a
character. I want to absorb it because I'm like, I could do something with this energy. I could do something with it. I don't know what.
Sorry.
This was amazing. This is fantastic. I'm having a great time. Like,
Oh yes. Yes.
look at us go,
100%.
guys. We're little badasses, all of us.
Hey, also Deontay.
I'm not here.
Not
I'm not
to-
here.
not
I'm not
to-
here. I don't listen.
Why were you gonna be mean to little old me just because I'm trying to save you? And then you wait a minute, B. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You
What?
gotta run, bitch. You threw fire at webs.
Listen, it was a reaction. I don't like spiders. I
Why do
couldn't
you
not.
light everything on fire?
No.
You to
Specifically
understand. The
spiders.
amount of fire this bitch uses.
We gotta get you like some electricity, like even like a plague of insects or something.
Like, first time I met B, she almost smacked me with Eldritch Blast. Like, for no fucking reason.
Gotta keep
Just
you
be
out
that
of
way.
pyrotechnics.
This was emotional.
How
Holy
about you
shit.
guys go ahead and
I-
follow our socials down there on Discord,
Yeah, meet us on
TikTok,
Discord.
Instagram, so we can all have these conversations about the crazy shit show that was episode 10.
Discord friend.
Yeah.
What shit show?
This whole campaign, not this
At
whole
least
campaign,
we
this whole
got
episode, this
that.
party,
At
a shit
least we
show.
got to sleep.
Dumpster fire.
My cinnamon rolls are still in the oven.
Oh, you burnt them
Jesus
bitches.
Christ.
We're gonna end up getting back, and the whole city's gonna be burned down because she left fucking cinnamon rolls. I'm like,
So
God damn it!
that's it for this episode, folks. Let's go in reverse alphabetical order. Please tell the people who you are, who you played, and where they can find you.
Hi, everybody. I am Violet. I play Raven Finley, and you can find me here on Roll for Trauma.
The only place? Ooh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just be that. My name's Deontay. I played Olafir Whaley, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Dapper_making 2.0. You can find me here on Roll for Trauma.
Morrow. Backwards.
I'm
No, it's
Scarecrow. I
Marley.
play Morrow. Yeah. It's me.
Backwards.
He said,
Yeah.
it's me.
I'm Scarecrow. I'll play Morrow. You can find me here on Roll for Trauma.
I'm Capri. I play Marley. You can find me on Roll for Trauma or on Discord.
I'm Onyx, and I play Beatrix. And you can find me here and on TikTok and Instagram, I see Onyx. Sorry.
I'm Cole. I play Adriana. You can find me on TikTok at Cholioli and on Discord. And here on Roll for Trauma, being traumatized.
And I'm Eddie. You guys already know what it is. Thank you so much for watching. This has been fantastic. Check out our socials, join us in the Discord community, and join us back here tomorrow for R4T Plays, where we kick ass with some Final Fantasy content. If you want to join in on the Discord call itself, make sure you're in Discord with us in the R4T server so you can enjoy all of the shenanigans. And with that being said, it's been fun, and we'll see you on the next one. Say bye, players.
Bye.
Bye.